Hello, happy Moonday, my favorite day of the week. I know this is something that, one of the first times that I started to recreate this lunar cycle program, and it really started with creating the ideal life. And this is what I've been coaching on for the last 5-6 years now, on helping people create their ideal life and being able to really structure your life or restructure your life from where it currently is to where you actually want it to be. And that's the first thing that we get into when I first talk to people about what they want to create in their life. And today is day 7 of this lunar cycle program that we do each lunar cycle, and we have 13 lunar cycles in a year where you can enter into this portal with this awareness and catapult your life, create changes that you may have been thinking were only dreams and that were not possible. They're absolutely possible. So as we're entering this new moon portal, we're on day 7 of the new moon. And the theme today is, first of all, it's Monday. So I was just talking about my theme for the week on Mondays is to really make today a special day. So we really focus on where we're at, no matter where we are in the lunar cycle, and reset and create massive goals for the week that feel really simple, really doable, really good, but also that kind of bring up a little bit of that fear within us to allow us to tap into that fear so that we can understand it and open that door, unlock that block that we have there that prevents us from moving through that fear and seeing what's on the other side, which we know what's on the other side of fear. It's a door to our dream lives. It's a door to a dream, a desire. And I was speaking to a friend today, and he was saying that we were having a really deep conversation, and he mentioned that God whispers to us in our pleasures and screams at us in our pain. Listen to that. Why can't we tune in to those whispers of our pleasures to the point that we numb them or avoid them or push them away, shove them down, suppress them, okay, where we don't listen to those whispers. And that creates pain within ourselves, within our soul. It manifests in our body. Energetically, we are still able to tap into that pain, no matter how you choose to tap into your pain. A very powerful way to do so is simply to slow down and feel what's in your body. We do this in meditation, but meditation is a natural state for us to be in so that we can tune into this parts of us, to our energy, and be able to work with this energy and understand it, listen to it, and be able to do what we need to be doing for ourselves so that we can tend to our desires, our pleasures, and our dreams. And that's when we start getting that higher vibration, that higher energy that allows us to see beyond the fear and remind us of our desires, our dreams, and things that are in a soul level, so important for us to experience in this life that we're here to experience. So God whispers to us in our pleasures and screams at us in our pains. So which voice would you rather listen to? That's a choice that you have. That's a choice that I have. It's a choice that we all have. And that's something that I like to actually learn from my son too, because he is not a fan of pain at all. And he will show me that he's able to do exactly what I'm asking of him without having to experience any pain. He would get creative enough to say, I can do this without, and he listens. So it's beautiful. And we can do the same. I can learn from him, and I am learning from him every single day. So he's my biggest coach, honestly. And my biggest motivator. And the more I push him, the more he learns to push me. And we're just creating this really powerful co-creation of what we truly came here to be as mother-son relationship, to get us to continuously rise and be the better version of ourselves every day and keep each other accountable. It's beautiful. I'm so happy that he's reached this new level. I guess I'm ready, right? And this is another thing that I wanted to jump into. Day 7 on the lunar cycle program, the sub-theme is really the main theme, and the cycle is commitment to the journey. On day 7, we've already set our intention, whether consciously or unconsciously. If you're following me, you're doing this consciously, hopefully. On the new moon, you set an intention, and you've been experiencing this intention being manifested throughout this week. How? If you were listening and tuning in the prior days, we've tuned into our energy, and we've tuned into the things that arise to bring awareness of what's getting in the way of our manifestation and our desire and what we're wanting to see happen. And the version of us that currently has that problem is talking. So we are stepping into the version that has resolved that problem and manifesting from that place. Okay, that's the energy that you want to put out there, but it takes time. It takes you, and then it becomes kind of natural. So that's cool. That's like everything that we do. The more we practice it, it just becomes automatic. So it's just about reprogramming the soul, reprogramming our soul, reprogramming our mind to a higher vibration, to different perspectives, and allowing us to expand into this master observer that we are of our life, and really stepping into that higher version and feeling, thinking, acting, creating from that higher version already, so that you can bring in that manifestation a lot faster without blocking your own progress. So commitment to the journey on day 7 is about sticking to the plan, is about moving past the resistance, is about embodying that version of you that you are becoming, not who you have been, and seeing inevitably a different result and a much faster manifestation of beautiful events unfolding. And another thing that was coming through today as a transmission through a conversation was we can't see in others what we don't have within ourselves. And in that same way, what you see in others is because you have within yourself. Whether you are viewing it as good or bad, that is part of also something within yourself. And those are mirrors, those are reflections, those are invitations to love it or transmute it. Okay, that's where our creativity, our wisdom, and our self-love for our story, our journey that we are co-creating every single day with our higher self based on our highest awareness of love and how we create from love, how we create from peace, how we create from freedom. We can remember that and we can create from that space and move away from the paradigm that and the version of you and the identity of you that creates from fear, anger, resentment. No, we don't create from there. We don't create from that energy. We tune into that energy. We feel it. We understand what we are feeling and where it's coming from. And we understand that that is part of who we are. And it's part of our energy. And it's an invitation to rise, to be better, to create better things for ourselves, for the story that we're creating, becoming a beautiful creator of beautiful things that happen in life, and for ourselves and for our children and for our business and the community. And I'm gonna end this here. Actually no, because this week is the week where we're entering the first quarter, and it is the week before the full moon, so we're looking at the moon and it's half a moon already, half full. You can see the illumination. It's 40% right now, and you can follow that more on the lunarcycleportal.com and enter your own portal and get your own transmissions and get your own answers to your own self-exploration, so that you can really quantum leap a lot faster and stay on track with yourself, with your own journey. So tuning in to commitment to the journey today, the traumas that arise before the full moon. So we know that on the full moon the energy gets really heavy and gets really intense. If we do the work before we get to that full moon, it doesn't have to be that heavy. So through this week there will be things that arise, and it's like this trauma reawakening week, because energies arise from very deeply rooted traumas that are coming to the surface to be fully illuminated by the full moon, fully illuminated. And because a trauma is something that we weren't able to process whenever it happened, we weren't able to experience, we weren't able to understand it. So it's just somewhere that we got stuck in our journey, and it's rising because we're ready, because you have the capacity and you have the tools, and all you need to do is use them. Use those tools, use those resources, use what you know, use your knowledge, implement it, and move through these prior things that maybe you weren't able to move to in the past in the best way possible, that is in alignment with the version of you that is your highest self, that is the version of you who you're wanting to become, who you're wanting to embody, and being able to create and co-create this beautiful experience by the full moon. So this is Monday, commitment to the journey. We're sticking to our goals. We're committing to this intentions, this vision that we're creating for ourselves, what we want, and we're remembering each time that we a thought, a memory of lack shows up, or a thought of uncontrolled anger, or this uncontrolled fear, this helplessness, this victim mentality that comes up. It's to be uprooted, and it's to be replanted into a new tree that you're wanting to grow into, something more powerful, something more like the observer that you are and the creator of your life that you are. As you're looking at your life, you're saying, this is coming up because this is where I'm at. No, it's not. Where I have to be good thing that my higher self is co-creating with me to have this happen for me, because the universe loves me and it's co-creating with me, and it's co-creating my highest good. And I know that everything I manifest in my highest good will come to me. So I will continue to create in my highest good for the greater good. And that is how your manifestations come to you the fastest. If it's in alignment, it will happen. If it's not, it will be blocked. And in those blocks, we feel that gratitude that it's coming up. And we tune in, and we listen, and we're patient, and we create better. I love you. I hope this helped someone. And if it did, please let me know in the comments. And I'm offering one-on-one sessions for the next lunar cycle. And we're starting discovery calls this week. I have 3 spots this week. Tomorrow, Tuesday, I think Thursday and Friday as well. So, let me know, tune in. I cannot wait to help many thousands of people this lunar cycle. That's one of my intentions this month. And would love to be able to work with new souls that want to elevate into their higher self. So, hope this helped, and love y'all. See you next Moonday.